This is how narcissists react when you finally move on. Greetings and welcome back, everyone. I pray all is well with you. So how will the narcissist react now that you've decided to move on? And it's not as if you're interested in their well-being. You shouldn't let it bother you too much. Not at all related to the topic of this video. It's more of a mystery as to what they'll be up to and what they'll be thinking. It's more important that you have an idea of what the next step entails. Therefore, you would have experienced some changes. It would have been easier to understand. The narcissist is aware that you will be changing the way you think and act, and as a result, they will respond in kind. You've finally had enough of the situation and are ready to move on. I just don't have the energy to feel this bad right now. I'll tell you what though, the time has come for me to move on. To get past this, I need to try to make sense of it. And that's entirely fair. That's the greatest. You're on the right track here. But the question remains, what will the narcissist do when they discover this? Or else, their thoughts will be. Remember what I said earlier about not trying to anticipate their reaction to this. We're not doing this for their approval. Instead, I'll explain it in a different way, one that will help you move past the narcissist and into a place where you can predict their next move, understand what's going on in their head without letting it get to you. Let me not obfuscate the issue any further. The narcissist will undoubtedly be monitoring your every move. A close eye will be kept on you. So, they won't be following you around like stalkers. Rather, they're just curious as to how things are going. They will be following you around using dummy accounts to try to piece together your whereabouts. As a matter of fact, this is how they treat the vast majority of their exes and acquaintances. You've probably run into them or seen them, like on the phone, checking social media, keeping tabs on the news. That's precisely what those people do. That's them completely. Because it's essentially a contest, they absolutely must be informed. They dare not allow anyone to outperform them. Think about it. If you're their ex, they'll be checking up on you to see if you've moved on with your life and found someone new. That's why it's so frustrating to a narcissist when you improve and move on. It proves that you can be happy and successful without them. You certainly can't outperform them. They're the ones who have to win in the end. And this is why, stop and consider this, they abandon ship so rapidly. This is why brand new supply is constantly being delivered to them. Therefore, there will always be rivalry here. This is something they'll always be doing. How they keep doing watching and wanting to know is very immature, in my opinion. They can see that you're progressing, but they can also feel that something is missing from their energy field. They can tell it's not working because you're changing how you act, your way of thinking, and the way you approach problems. The intensity and sense of obligation are gone. If you're thinking about someone, it's because they're thinking about you too. Quantum physics will definitively demonstrate the existence of an unsaid or unseen energetic exchange. The minute you stop worrying about them and trying to figure out their every move, everything shifts. They will be upset because you are their possession. They have the wrong idea that you belong to them and that they can come back whenever they want. However, they are unable to continue that practice and would hate to lose you. They are against your happiness and your ability to move on. They crave your undivided attention because it provides them with the vitality they need to thrive. But that's not only unhealthy, it's also impossible. You'll never hear these things directly stated or learn them through direct experience, but you'll have to assume they exist nonetheless. This is how quantum physics works, and it's pretty cool. Therefore, the narcissist will not be pleased when you move on with your life. They have faith that you will break free of this pattern and find fulfillment and success in life. However, narcissists never break out of their ruts and into new behaviors. Have they really examined themselves? What kind of introspection and self-awareness do they exhibit? Not at all, and they are well aware of that fact. They are trying to hold you back because they realize you will eventually succeed. Perhaps they'll get in touch to see how they can help, or if you're still interested. Typically, they make things worse and punish you so that you can never forget about them. Even though they are no longer in your life, this gives them a sense of control. This strengthens the impression that you are still considering them, which they will use to keep some control over you. Since they went unnoticed and unrecognized as children, this psychological examination is crucial. As they mature, they realize it's more important than ever to draw attention to themselves. They need people like you in their lives because they hate being alone and forgotten. They are aware of your affection and love for them in the past. However, they do not appreciate losing that level of care and concern when you leave. They intend to maintain their influence over you and keep you under their control. The narcissist will keep tabs on you online, possibly through dummy accounts, to see how you're doing in your new life. You seeing through their game and lies will be highlighted by your decision to move on and improve your life, neither of which they will appreciate. When you say, "I don't want to be a part of this anymore," you're essentially saying that you never did. "I'm done with this." This sets off an awareness in them that there is a problem with themselves. However, they will never reveal their true feelings to you. They're trying to conceal these ideas as much as possible because they make them feel ashamed. Narcissists are notoriously private people who rarely share their feelings. They feel exposed and vulnerable if they share their emotions, so they keep them bottled up. That's why they don't let anyone see the real them. They are dishonest and have low self-esteem. Leaving them behind reveals how horrible and malignant they are, how skewed their perspective of themselves and the world is, and how unable they are to express themselves in a healthy way. Therefore, you will be the unlucky loser. Believe me, they have encountered people in the past who don't see through it, and they expect you to be that person. They are accustomed to not letting those people see or learn anything. But you're the one who escaped, the one who recognized the deception. So, you have a lot of reasons to be pleased with yourself. Truthfully, it is irrelevant to me what they think. They will be constantly speculating and monitoring your every move. This is not something they will do for a few seconds and then stop. Rather, they will periodically check in to see how you are doing. But you can't let that deter you from focusing on your own life and making progress. So everyone, if you find yourself in a similar situation, know that I'm available for private consultations. Please read the information provided in the box provided below. So guys, I'm praying this video is of use to you. Don't stop moving forward with your life because of it. Narcissists live in the past and have nothing good to offer the present. You're good to go now. We'll see you in the next clip. Goodbye.